Like I had a mind like since I was young. I was fascinated with money and women. I always wanted to be that nigga. You know, I always wanted to be like, I'm like, fuck it, I'm that nigga. That.
Told you we was giving you the okay back today to make a way. He gonna try to
All right, so we in Indie Pot studio today. Shout out to Indie Pot and Keezy. Sitting down with Tony D.
Yes, sir.
MaryFly, how you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm good, bro. Out here in Tulsa, trying to, you know, tap in with everybody we need to get with. So you were on that list for sure.
That's what's up with me. I'm glad I'm on that list. I better be on that list.
For sure, no, definitely. I told you, I mean, we've been needing to do this for a long time. We got to do a better job really making our way out here. How's everything going? Like, how's life? You good?
Everything great. I mean, I caught a bullshit ass case, you know.
Recently?
Yeah, some bullshit. Other than that, everything been lovely.
Okay.
So shit. I finally dropped the tape. You know, it's been forever.
Yeah.
I've been procrastinating. But I think it was well worth the wait, you feel me?
For sure, not definitely.
But shit, I really been relaxing. I've been chilling. I really been in vacation mode after I dropped my tape. I've been chilling. I don't be writing. So, you know, I listen to beats, you know, but I ain't been to the studio really. I just been chilling. Since I dropped my tape, I've been chilling, bro. Yeah.
On me. So I want to get to all of that you just kind of touched on, but since it's the first time, I kind of want to take it back, like tell your whole story really as much as we can get into. So you born and raised in Tulsa?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Boston Ave, right? I get that right from the music? For sure. Is that, where y'all, my geography out here ain't that good. Is that north side?
North
what
side.
is that? Okay.
North side.
For sure.
It right through the town, but it's the north side. That's where I'm from, the north side.
Okay.
You know? When you go to downtown, it's Boston Ave. You go through downtown, you feel me? But I was off of Pie.
Okay. They'll know what that is.
1300, 1200 area, they know.
Okay. So what was that like coming up? I know the north side is kind of the notorious side, I guess, of Tulsa in a way.
I would say shit is no different than any other hood. You feel me? Like, you got people in the hood that's doing good, people that's doing bad. You got smokers, you got gangbangers, you got drugs, shit. That's what it was right there. That's how I grew up looking. You know, that's what I seen, all that shit.
So what kind of kid were you coming up? Like, what were you into? What interested in? I noticed like a lot of sports references in the music. So were you into sports when you were younger?
I mean, I say streets wise, like I played organized sports in elementary.
Okay.
You feel me? Once I hit middle school, it was really like fuck sports. Like I had a mind like since I was young. I was fascinated with money and women. I always wanted to be that nigga. You know, I always wanted to be like, I'm like, fuck it, I'm that nigga. That you can ask my elementary people that went to elementary with me, middle school, high school. I was that nigga. I didn't. It wasn't rap or nothing like that made me. I've been that nigga that since all the way through. I didn't get cool after high school. I didn't get cool when I started rapping. I didn't get cool with the money, at the change, none of that shit. I've been that nigga. Like elementary, I used to pop my shit the same way now. I be talking shit. I used to do that shit elementary. People used to hate me, but they loved me for it because I was real. But I was a cool guy. I was a funny nigga. But I didn't really give a fuck about sports once I hit middle school. Like I liked it at elementary. You know, as a kid, all kids want to go outside. You know, like to play sports. You're gonna like basketball. You're gonna like some type of sport as a kid.
Yeah.
But I had a mind to where I'm like, I knew like everybody don't go to the NBA.
Right.
Everybody don't go to the NFL. I knew that young. Like shit, everybody don't go. I knew niggas that was good in high school basketball that was not going to college.
Right. When
I was in elementary, you know, the older niggas. So I'm like, shit, that nigga thought as hell. Why he ain't go to no college? So I just looked like shit. I had a different mindset. I just wanted to get some money.
So being that she was always kind of the cool dude, is like rapping something that it just came naturally, or what? How did that come about?
See, I'm gonna tell you this. Every school I went to, I was the smartest person. Not the smartest dude. I was the smartest person. Like elementary, you can ask my teachers, ask the principals. I was number one in my school. You feel me? I went to Carver. That's the number one middle school down here. Blue Ribbon School of America. I went to Carver. You gotta get accepted. That's a magnet school.
Okay.
I got accepted. You know, I was smart. I always been smart, so I'm good with words. It was just really a thing where we used to just play rap freestyle, you know, sit and rap. I'm a freestyler. That's how we used to do. Just get with the homies and rap. It started from ragging. I used to be a rag rapper. Like I'll rag on you, but make it rhyme. So it's, you know, I used to do shit like that, and I just finally was like, I really finally went to the studio. I went to Central High School, and Central was a performing arts school, and they had a studio there. I recorded a song with my teacher. I had a teacher. She was the choir teacher. I did a song with her. I was like in the 10th grade, but I never, you know, I just did that on some humbug shit. But I never really, you know, could take it. You know, knew I could be, you know, take that shit serious.
Yeah.
So you know, all my songs was on SoundCloud, and I was just freestyling, you know. But people be like, you thought I was getting 20K views in high school on SoundCloud? So I'm like, yeah, that shit. People start to, you know, my shit was around Tulsa. Like MaryFly started a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like the SYB niggas and my little niggas, but they tell you, Kobe will keep it 100 with you. They throw it up like this. That was, before we was MaryFly, we was running around yelling Scream Team.
Okay.
We should be some young dumb niggas. But yeah, like, I just started taking rap serious once I started to see the wave I was creating. Like everybody, once me and the homie Fauci started rapping, everybody wanted to rap. With everything we was doing, everybody wanted to do it. So I'm like, shit, I really had a name, so I'm like, fuck it. And I could rap. I wasn't just, you see, I ain't gonna lie. If I couldn't rap, I wouldn't rap. If I sucked, I'm gonna be honest with myself, like, damn, bro, you suck. You don't need to be rapping.
Yeah.
But I know I'm throw as fuck. So I just be like, shit. And they think I'm throw as fuck. So I'll be like, that's what made me start rapping. Cause at first the shit was just like a little get high and freestyle with the homies type thing.
For sure. So what, like at what point was that happening where you realized like, okay, I'm nice with it? You know, take it from the just messing around at school, whatever, freestyling with the homies, and then you're like, okay, let me start actually putting songs out.
If I'll be honest with you, I still ain't got serious with rapping or music. Like, I'm gonna just be honest, I still procrastinate. You see how late I was to this motherfucking interview? I'll just be honest, like it'd be on some shit like, man, fuck rap.
Yeah.
Fuck music. Cause like I said, I was the nigga before all that shit. So it's like, I don't too much care for it. Like I got 1,000,000 songs on my phone. You guys DB, I done sent them 1,000,000 songs that I ain't even put out.
Like, telling us
I just make songs and just put them, keep them on my phone so I can listen to them. Or I'll send them to the homies just cause they always be like, bro, you need to rap, like real shit. RP Lil A, I say in every song, long live Lil A, MaryFly Trap or Die. That's the reason I really be serious with the rap shit, cause we was in the hills one time. Every day after school, we'll all meet up in the hills, at the hills, you know. They say, Jay Ancho say he the king of the hills. It's my little bro, Jamie, on God. But we was in the hills every day. He'd tell you. We at the park every day after school. That was our stomping grounds where we posted at. We would just sit up there and just get high, have bitches pull up, you know, got our little tree going on, you know, doing the shit we do. And we would just sit up there and rap. And one day I was rapping. I was rag rapping on him and Fauci, Lil A and Fauci. And I really just, bro, was eating that shit. And he like, bro, you throwing fuck, bro, on God, bro. You need to take rapping serious, bro. You nigga on God, you the best rapper on God, you know. Lil A was an enthusiastic person, like he talked with, you know. So shit, after that, I'm like, I still didn't take it serious, but then my nigga passed. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna do this rap shit for my nigga, you feel me?
Okay. And you had some, like, success years ago, right? Like, I've seen some videos.
I mean, what's success to you?
I mean, a level that people are not getting to even
a level
now.
that people
you know
try
what
to
I
reach.
mean? Like, you got videos with K's on them on YouTube that, like,
and that's why I say it comes from me already being that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not to toot my own horn enough, but like, most of the niggas, every nigga that don't like me in this world is behind some pussy or a bitch. Like, they call me Tony D. The D, you know, I got that from the females. They start calling me that Tony D. But it's crazy because my middle name is D'Angelo, so I'm like, shit, are we gonna run with it? But my first name is Anthony, so you know, Tony D. But the D came from the bitches. That's why niggas don't be liking me. So it's like, damn, I forgot what I was even talking about. Okay.
Basically,
I start talking about niggas I like it, B.
Basically, I asked you about kind of like
what you asked me again?
Your earlier success, like,
oh yeah,
you know, like
that's
3-4 years ago.
The bitches. That's what my fan base was. That's what you gotta realize. That's what a lot of niggas don't realize. They want to do gangster rap, be hardcore, that's only gonna reach a certain audience, right? It's gonna reach the people that like that gangster street shit. But to me, what I will always master, like if you master the women, pussy run the world. You master the women, you gon' have a fan base. You feel me? That's why these singing niggas and all these, they got their fan base. They don't need that gangster rap and all that shit gonna come. You feel me? If that's what you really living like, but niggas wanna. I took over the bitches. You feel me?
Yeah.
So when I first was dropping, I already had the fan base. I already had a fan base. So I was gonna get views regardless. And like I said, my music don't suck. So then it's like when they listen, they're like, oh, this nigga really good. And then it wasn't just bitches, but I'm saying when you got the bitches on top of niggas listen to your shit, you good. See, these niggas just
Dudes gonna
dropping
follow
shit.
the hoes, like
Yeah, dudes gonna go wherever the bitches go. And back when we was younger, the niggas didn't really have whips and shit. Like high school, all the bitches had the cars. You feel me? We driving bitches cars, you know. So shit, they playing their music or shit, you know. They gonna hear it like, who is that? Some niggas gonna hate just off of jealousy or just cause the bitch listening to it. But any other real nigga, like, that shit though, that shit I fuck with it. So my shit just, my fan base just went. It still ain't even, you feel me, where it need to be, but it was doing something.
For sure. And then, so you had to go sit down for a little bit, right? When was that?
I went to the yard 2019.
And then you did what, a
I
year?
did a year.
Okay.
I saw for a 2, I did a year.
So how do you feel like that affected like your momentum at all, if it did?
It did. I would say it really did change nothing, like, as far as musically. Because the whole time I left, I was thinking about my children. Because the way I left them, like my son was 1 month, my youngest son.
That's tough.
So it was like, shit, the music gonna be there. Like I said, I never really took music serious, so I wasn't really focusing on that, like, and I don't sit and write. Like, I ain't gonna lie and say I never wrote no songs because prison was boring, and when I was locked up during COVID, so we was on 23-hour lockdown to ourselves. So we wasn't going to the chow halls and we was getting fed in our cells. So I'm in there, stuck, you feel me? So I had to find something to do. I would write songs, but none of the songs I wrote in prison, I recorded. I don't even have them, you feel me? When I left all that shit there, like, fuck this shit, leave. I don't want to take nothing from this motherfucker. So I left everything there, but as far as, it didn't change nothing I say musically. I mean, I still came out. I feel like my flow changed some.
Definitely.
You feel me? Then it was a life experience, so it gave me more to rap about. You feel me? More pain I've been through, you know, more struggle. So it gave me, you know, it was shit I could rap about. So I would say I gained from it. You know, I didn't lose from our game, but as far as music, it didn't really, you know, I say it affected me more as a person, as a father, you know, the way I left, you know.
For sure. Normally, I don't even ask too many questions about prison or anything. I don't want to get into nothing specific like that, but I'm real curious about COVID in jail and just kind of like, because we didn't know what was going on out here. So I can only imagine like what they were telling y'all. I just kind of want you to explain like how that, like when it kicked off, like what was the feeling like inside? Like what were people saying? What did they tell y'all?
I'm going to be honest. Inside, I felt like they was lying to us. Like, we was watching the news and stuff, but I feel like it was getting boosted. I feel like they boosted it because the way they was treated us. I'm like, damn, we already in prison. Mm-hmm. And I was in a high medium. So that means we chained inside of a unit, locked inside of our little dorms, and then our cell. So, you know, we chained inside of a chain inside of a chain. Yeah. Then they locked us to our cell when COVID came. So it's like, you gotta think, ain't no calling home. Like, I sat on the phone all day. I was on the wall phone all day. Mm-hmm. That's why I made a song called Wall Phones, because I was literally running. I'm paying hella money, bands on my wall phone. Like, niggas don't use the wall phones in there, you feel me? Like, because they be taxing. But I'm sitting on the wall phone just to talk to my kids. You know, I gotta talk to, I'm basically raising them through a phone, you feel me? Yeah. So I'm talking to AJ. You know, Aaron couldn't really talk. AJ was young, but it was like, I feel like they was lying because, like, they took all our privileges. Like, we don't got no phone. We can't shower like we used to. Like, we getting out. We might get out once a week to shower, you feel me? Or every other, like, they would say every other day, but they wasn't giving us every other day. Yeah. That's what they was telling us. Like, we gonna let y'all shower every other day. Get out for an hour. Let y'all get a phone call and get in the shower. Each cell, get an hour. It wasn't every other day. It'd be when they felt like it. And I'm like, damn, we already in jail. We already locked up. We can't leave this motherfucker. Then we in our cell. So like we can't do nothing. We can't go to the school. I was in school with it. You know, we couldn't go to school. We eat. They bring in our trays. You get your lunch and your dinner at the same time.
You gotta save it.
You gotta save it.
Yeah.
And sit in your cell because they not coming back.
That's crazy.
That shit, by the time dinner comes, that shit call, you better eat it all at once. Or shit, I wasn't eating it really. But just the fact that like, the shit was like, I feel like it was a boost. Till I got out.
Yeah.
Then I seen like how real it was. But then now I feel like, damn, what can we do?
Yeah.
How can we not in the free world to go get nobody sick. We can't, we all in here. But like they were saying, I understood once, you know, I got out, like I said, once I seen how serious it was, because all it take is say one inmate get it.
Yeah, everybody got it.
Y'all all stuck in here, so y'all all finna get this shit. So I kind of understood why they did lock us down like that.
Yeah,
but when I was inside,
I'm sure at the time it didn't help.
I'm like, I'm like, fuck, we already in prison, we already in jail. What's the worst that could happen?
For sure.
Then I'm like, COVID, nigga, this ain't shit. Nigga, they boosting it. That's how I feel. Like they boosting it. Ain't nobody.
For sure. So then once you got out, do you feel like, I mean, I know you said you haven't really ever taken rap serious, but do you feel like you kind of put your foot on the gas a little bit more? Like it seems like you've been putting out more music in the last year than you had previously, at least.
Yeah, I feel like I turned it up, so.
Was that on purpose, or that?
I mean, like I said, it came with it. Like once I start to see it, I see how my shit affect people. Like how I linked in with DB. Like I'm like, damn, because before prison, I wasn't. You know, Tulsa and OKC really did used to fuck with each other like that. Like it's crazy how hard Tulsa and OKC be linked in now. But like, cause you know, it was really like a competition thing. But now it's like, once I linked in with DB and I seen like, damn, hella niggas in the city fuck with me. Like I got hella niggas in the city fuck with me. So it'd be crazy like shit. Niggas really fuck with my shit. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep putting that shit out. Like,
yeah.
Just to see when you see your fan base growing, even like, cause when niggas don't see that shit or they think that views ain't going nowhere, that kind of like knock you back. Like, damn, all right, ain't nobody fucking with my shit. But when you see people fucking with it, it's gonna make you wanna keep rapping or keep, you know, I'm gonna drop something else then, fuck it. They like that shit, I'm gonna drop something else. That's what really made me keep, you know, dropping more shit. Once they seen, once I see people was fucking with it.
You good? You don't want to do it? So talk about DB and just kind of how y'all got linked in, because like I said, that's how we got turned on to you. You was playing your shit constantly. You were doing photo shoots with them and shit. So.
Bro, honestly, bro, the me and DB link was, I can't even remember how it popped off, honestly. But like, it was just, I could tell real.
Yeah.
Like, genuine. Like I said, we did our pop-up shop together, but before that, I feel like he hit me up about my music. Matter of fact, we dropped the Drew Hill. When I dropped my Drew Hill with Phil, he was fucking with it, playing it in the shop, tagging me, you know, like, I fuck with your shit, dude. He like, I bet on you. He was like, what's the name? Jerry. Matter of fact, Jerry. Mm-hmm. Jerry, he was like, Jerry was telling me about you on God. He was like, Jerry was telling me about when Tony D get out, Tony D hard, you need to hear Tony D. You know, Jerry, I've been linked in with Jerry since I'm in Two Piece. Okay. Like when I used to go to Two Piece was a different house before I left. He was, you know, and I used to go over there like and get to the session for the whole day. I'm over there, and you see how I'm smoking now? I smoke wood after wood after wood after wood. So we'd be chilling. Jerry be there, Gray be there. I'm smoking them to sleep. I got videos of them sleep. So I guess like when I was gone, Jerry fuck with DB. Mm-hmm. You know, he was just, there's really shout out to Jerry, you know, there's love. He linked me in with DB. And then after that shit, you know, DB was like, yeah, I've been heard about you shit. I ain't really just get turned on to Jerry, you know, put me on. And after that, we did the pop-up shop. I linked him in with Rumors. You feel me? Like shit, I didn't even know the Rumors people. I linked DB in with the Rumors people. We did the pop-up shop. sold out. My shirt sold out in like an hour.
Damn.
Shit, most of my family didn't even get a shirt. They still be complaining about this shit. So it was just like shit. After that, we really was locked in.
I mean, for sure. I want to talk about 2-piece too, but I want to go back just a little bit. You were kind of touching on like the way Oklahoma City and Tulsa didn't really mesh as much as they kind of do now. So just like from your perspective, kind of talk about like where you think it was and kind of how it changed, if you have any like views on it.
Well, shit, as far as where it was, I can't really speak on. I just know it wasn't like this. Because like I said, I wasn't taking rap serious. Like I was rapping, but I wasn't trying to link with niggas. Like I didn't even try to link with people from the city, so I can't say they wouldn't have. But I just know it wasn't like now it's just love. Like you can feel the love. Like the city fuck with Tulsa, Tulsa fuck with the city. You know, like it wasn't like how back then. Like I said, I didn't know none of these Oklahoma City artists, and I know they didn't just start rapping in 2020. So it's like shit. Damn, how I know all them now, or how we so linked in now? It's like it wasn't like this before. So it's like shit. I just know it wasn't like this. I can't speak on them because I wasn't as far as reaching out to them. But I just know they wasn't fucking with us like how they do now. We wasn't fucking with them. How it just changed.
So how do you feel about like kind of the state of like the music scene and just, I mean, obviously it's bigger than the music scene, but just like everything that kind of surrounds the music scene right now in Oklahoma in general. Like how do you feel about like where we are?
Musically
and just as far as like the whole culture of everything.
You talk about
like versus where we need to be, basically.
Oklahoma?
Yeah, period.
I ain't gonna speak on politics and government, shit like that. As we talking about music,
yeah, basically.
I'm gonna talk about music.
Yeah.
I feel like Oklahoma on the rise. Like, it ain't no we up next. I feel like it's now. You feel me? Like, niggas is really putting they work in. Like, everybody really, you know. June, he top dog. You know, niggas can't take that from him on God, because he doing shit that ain't nobody doing or did. So niggas gotta congratulate that. You can't hate it, but he ain't the only one that's shining. You feel me? Like everybody, it's a lot of niggas shining. You know, and niggas like to compete or make it a competition, which competition makes you better. You know, you gotta, but like when niggas start to hate, that's when, niggas ain't gotta hate, just everybody can stay in there, lane. Everybody, it's room for everybody to eat. You feel me? Like, nigga, you see Atlanta, you see Cali, you see Detroit, they got hella rappers that's on. So there ain't no reason to hate on no nigga, but I feel like Oklahoma is, they time is now. Like, niggas is doing their thing.
For sure. So let's talk about 2-piece. And I mean, that's not the only producer you use, but pretty much, right?
Daddy, Point.
Yeah.
Bah.
Okay. So how did y'all get locked in?
All right, this is how I got locked in with 2-piece. Before 2-piece, or this is how I was recording, like I said, I wasn't taking music too serious, but I was fucking going to the studio a lot. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, I was going to make songs. Like I said, I got hella songs on my phone. I wasn't putting shit out, or doing video. I was just going to record songs, keeping them. But I was fucking with Soul Ray, tough. Soul Ray banned me from the studio. He kicked me out, banned me over some shit, some stupid ass, some stupid to me. You feel me? It might not be stupid to him, but yeah, he banned me. So I really wasn't rapping. I stopped rapping for a minute, like, cause I'm like, fuck it, I ain't gonna record. I tried a few other niggas, the shit. I got the type, I'm picky. So if it don't sound good to me, I'll record, but I'll delete the song or won't even never like. So I tried a few people. I ended up, after Soul Ray kicked me, I ended up linking in with June. And I was recording with June, like 2 of my King Spencer videos, June had produced my shit. I recorded in his closet, then my What You Hustle For. And then, I don't know how, I want to say I was scrolling Instagram, just like, I need to find another producer, because, June was really into, he was stalled, but he was more working on his shit. You feel me? Like, taking time to work on his shit. So I'm like, I need to find a producer for me. So I was going through Instagram and I fuck with Down Flight and King Cut and them, and I'm like, shit, I went to see who they was recording with, and they was fucking with 2 Piece. So I had went and did a session with them. But when I first met him, it's like I already knew him. Like, it's like he knew who I was. Like, he treated me like, came with open arms. On God, 2 Piece did not let people smoke at his first studio. You know me, I'm a MaryFly Trap or die, get high, smoke dope till he cry. I'm in there like, man, come on, let me smoke, man. Let me smoke, let me shut the door. Like, I got some O's in him, I'm bringing stuff. He used to make everybody go outside and smoke, right? Because his house had a little shed connected to it. The studio was like at the shed. Okay. He'd make us get out and smoke. I'm like, man. I ended up talking to him there. I was the one that started smoking in there. I'm like, man, let me smoke in there, bro. I bring the spray. Because it was his mom's house, no disrespect, okay. But it was separate off from the house. It had doors, that closed off. So he ended up letting me smoke in there. I'm like, yeah, you fuck with me. They like, bro, he letting you smoke in here? Like this, like, bro. On God, after that shit, it was like me and 2 Piece. That's my brother, bro. I love that nigga 2 Piece, real shit. Like, people be booking, say they be mad at me, like damn near all the people that go to 2 Piece, I sent them.
Yeah.
Real shit, that's why, like, he'd say it, he like, shit, he fuck with me, bro. I don't need it. Niggas call me like, bro, call 2 Piece, bro. Book me a session. To this day, book me a session with 2 Piece. They be getting mad at me like, you acting weird, 2 Piece. I'm like, bro, yeah, acting like I'm his manager or something. Yeah. But yeah, like, I fuck with that nigga 2 Piece. Like, after I locked in with him, it's like, shit, he kind of saved me. I want, like, cause I was about to say fuck rapping, you feel me? But once I met 2 Piece and how talented he is, like, I fuck with him. I can go record my song and leave. Cause I'm so picky. And anybody else, I'm gonna stand over you and watch you. I'm gonna tell you, cause you hear how I record, I be chopping so much. Yeah. I could just leave. 2 Piece know how to do my shit. Like, we locked in for real.
So what would you kind of attribute that to? Just like why you guys work so good together?
I just think I'm his favorite artist. Real shit. Cause I was at 2 Piece yesterday.
I know, I was kind of mad. I wish we would have known. We would have put up on the studio session.
I really could have.
Got some shit, but
real shit.
Should have hit you.
I'll be back tomorrow, but y'all probably be gone.
Yeah, we be in the city.
But yeah, like 2 Piece, I could tell. Like, I go to 2 Piece and not even have a session, just chill with him. Sit there and, I smoke with them, rag on people that just crack. Like yesterday, I was in there helping some young other niggas, teach them how I do my shit. Mm-hmm. Niggas was in there, niggas be in there rapping fast, running all that shit together, I'm like, bro, take it. I'm like, bro, cause that's how I rap. I ain't gonna tell them how I rap. I ain't gonna get them niggas my sauce. But I was in there helping them, like, look, like teaching them how to. Oh God, he like, man, you do that shit easy, bro. I see how you do that shit. But I'll be in there helping niggas, but like 2 Piece, like, I know I'm his favorite artist. I better be. Nah, but real shit, like, cause one day I was in there and he was recording somebody and he like hitting the buttons, recording. And I'm like, bro, why you look mad? Why you sad? I'm like, you don't like this song, huh? He like, bro, not really, bro. I'm like, bro, I know you do. I'm like, bro, well, you don't do that with my music. He like, bro, I love your music. Like, yo, he like my music. So I feel like anybody that got a job that they like, when you doing something you like,
facts,
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be better. You're gonna perform better too. Like, cause it's something you want to do. Facts. So it's like my music be something he want to record. Something he be ready to mix up so he can get it. Like, damn, Tony, you should have been came back. I'm gonna help him mix this. We'll do. Like, that's probably cause he know I'm gonna go shoot a video to it. So like 2 Piece, even if I don't, like he wanna probably listen to it. He wanna sit there. I know he be knowing my song when I come. Like, hey, you know my songs. Like, this song ain't even out. Like, bro, but he be happy to record he be smiling. When I post 2 Piece, he be in there happy. And it never sad, but I be seeing him recording niggas, he just be in there bored or just drop. Cause like, he ain't feeling it. You feel me? Like, I know he feel my shit.
On me.
So that's probably why we work so good together.
For sure.
And then I fuck with him like outside of music. Like, I like to bond, like,
yeah. My
cameramans, all that. Like, when I fuck with somebody, I don't want them to treat like it's business, like it's just customer. Some people it's just business. But that's my producer, so it gotta be more than just business. It's like a relationship. So that's why I feel like, we just work so good together.
I mean, for sure. So you kind of talked about, I was gonna ask you, just your style is like real unique. And I don't want you to, give the formula away, but where do you feel like you kind of got that from? Is there any influences in particular? Or like, how did you come up with that cadence? And
I'm gonna tell you this.
Even like the voice kind of, you kind of change your voice a little bit.
Yeah, you ever went to the I used to go to McDonald's. We used to all see when you from the north, we used to all go to the YMCA and play basketball and shit. Parents drop us off, we there all day. We walk across the street to McDonald's, get a little this one double cheeseburger was $1.
Yeah.
McChicken or a double cheeseburger, we get a water cup. They're like, get water, we getting pop. You know, I used to get suicide. You know what a suicide is?
Yeah.
What's the suicide?
When you
You get everything. So that's why I feel like when I rap, I'm like a suicide. Like, it's a lot of people like that I say I got certain shit from. When I say Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz, Nipsey Hussle, Ludacris,
that was the big. That
Andre
was the one
3000.
I was hoping you would say, but yeah.
Like real shit. That's who I say. Them are like that's how I be changing my voices and shit. Like that's that Ludacris shit. Like I listen to a lot of artists. Like I didn't just like one artist growing up. Like I like music. Like I fucked with Bob Marley. I like all that type of shit. You know, music, Soulja, Anthony Ham, Life Gen. I listen to all type of music. So I just learned from everybody I fucked with. Like I fucked with the niggas I named, like that I said I got my shit from. I fucked with all them hard at a point in time.
For sure. So talk about when you came out of jail just doing singles and videos. I wouldn't even know if you could say singles because you were really just doing videos on YouTube and not putting anything on streaming platforms. So kind of talk about, I guess, the thought process, like why you thought that was the right move.
This is what I was telling my little cousin. Then what I told him, he like, it's really smart. Might not be smart to everybody else though, but the way I was thinking, like, all these little new rappers and artists, that's fine, you know, drop on your streaming, all streaming, but if your fan base is the same as your first drop, why you still dropping? You dropped a tape in January, you dropped a tape in June, you dropping a tape in December. Your fan base is the same. So that means you got these same fans listening to this tape or getting this tape. What is it doing for you? So my plan was different. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna just strictly drop videos, YouTube, so they can, because most people want to see who you are first. Like if y'all never seen me or what I look like, y'all wouldn't have probably just went to go listen to Tony D on Apple. Y'all seen my videos.
Yeah.
Then you like, why you don't got nothing on Apple? That's why they asked that, because they see your videos.
For sure. Definitely wouldn't have sat down and listened to 23 songs. For sure.
Nobody, I know I wouldn't just be like, somebody be like, hey, go look up such and such. You gonna go to YouTube, right?
Yeah.
See if you got some videos. You're not gonna go to Apple first, if it's somebody you never heard of. You gonna go see their videos. So my thing, like, that's what they gonna do first, is go check your videos. So I'm like, I'm gonna run up my fans, my views, my YouTube. Cause then they gonna wonder, why you ain't dropped the tape? Why you ain't? Then I start, like I said, it was people not from Tulsa asking, why you ain't got no tape? Why you ain't on streaming? Tulsa been asking me that, but I'm from Tulsa. So like I said, that's the same fan base. I'm finna drop this just for y'all. It wasn't smart to me. So I'm like, I'm gonna just drop on YouTube. That way they trying to find me on streaming. They can't find me, they gotta go to YouTube. You wanna hear this song, you gotta go to YouTube. Yeah. You wanna play Tony D, you gotta go to YouTube. After I ran after I felt like I got my fan base higher than what it was, then I'm like, okay, now I could drop a project.
Yeah, no, I think that was, you said it might not be smart to everybody. I always tell people, like, if people aren't asking you for a project, then
why you gonna drop it?
Yeah, for sure.
Real talk.
So then I guess you kind of touched on why, but just talk about was that the first project you've ever done?
Ever.
Okay, so talk about putting that out and just kind of what that process was
good,
like.
They go wait for it. You feel me? And if it's good, they go pay for it. That's real talk. And honestly, that project was, I'd say, forced.
Okay.
Like I forced myself to put that project out just because I kept telling people I'm gonna put a project out. So I'm like, if I don't, then I'm a liar. Nobody like a liar. Nobody wanna fuck with you if you a liar. You feel me? Like I'm like, yeah, I can't keep saying I'm gonna put something out and I don't. So I'm like, all right. But I felt like shit. It was great. I love the project. And honestly, my songs, I didn't put them in no certain order. literally, like I said, I told them, I made a post on my story like I'm gonna drop a project on such and such date. I made the post just talking shit, you know me. The date approaching and people like, yeah, I hope I'm ready for the project. Such and such, I'm ready for the project. I'm like, damn, I forgot I'm supposed to drop a project. I'm like, all right, let me get on there. I can't lie to these motherfuckers. I'm like, man. And even the date I said I was supposed to drop it, I ended up dropping it the next day. But I still put the project out, and I just got on my MacBook like, my songs wasn't even on there. They was all on my phone. So I'm sending them to my, like, damn, yeah. It was songs I forgot to put on the tape. Honestly, I was supposed to put Trey Brown on the tape. I didn't even put Trey Brown on there. But I'm like, fuck it. I put 23. 'Cause I love Michael Jordan, so I did 23 like Mike.
For sure.
You feel me? Because I'm Michael Jordan. I'm the GOAT of this motherfucker. And then shit, I feel like shit. Like I said, I ain't never seen. Can you name? I ain't never seen no artist get 7 stars on Apple. People like, you get to pick your star. You can't pick your stars.
You can't. They just come up.
Cause you go to people tell you they got 2 stars, 1 star, 3 stars. I ain't seen no 7 stars. Not just Oklahoma art. I ain't seen 7 stars. Period.
Nah, Keezy was talking about that before we got here.
I ain't seen 7 stars.
That's like a Drake type of thing.
I ain't even see it on Drake.
Yeah, not in a minute for sure.
I went and looked up all his tapes, so I'm like, damn, like, shit. That's something ain't nobody said they did. Not around this motherfucker for sure.
Facts. So you happy with
so
what
I
it
know
did?
the tape did what it was supposed to do.
For sure. So I know you said you've been in kind of chill mode since then. Is there anything in particular we need to look forward to coming up?
I ain't gonna say or promise no dates or anything, because that's where I be fucking up. But I got some videos.
Any collabs or anything maybe you could touch on?
I got a collab that I really, fuck with. That's a ball.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Sauce Me Up GQ.
Hell yeah.
I fuck with it, for real. And the beat they had picked was just perfect for me.
For sure.
I really fuck with it. We about to knock a visual out.
That makes sense actually, kind of the way both of y'all rap. That's gonna be hard.
Then I got one I'm finna knock out with Barbie.
Okay.
But shit, really.
I feel like you're trying to get out of Tulsa a little bit with the collaborations, branch out.
I mean,
Is
I
that
still
on
got
purpose?
some sauces. That's why I ain't even mention them, because that's home base.
Yeah.
That's regular. But shit, I'll be collabing with the same niggas in Tulsa, who I fuck with. I don't just be on no music shit.
For sure.
And I fuck with Barbie and I fuck with NASA, real shit.
On me.
DB linked us and I've been fucking with them.
No doubt. Well, man, if unless I missed something we need to talk about, then that's all I got. I'm excited to see what you got coming.
MaryFly Trap or Die.
For sure. We didn't touch on that really too much. I know you kind of explained it in another interview. You want to kind of talk about just exactly what that is. I know y'all got the merch and just kind of what the whole movement is.
Just the flyest niggas around, Yeah, MaryFly Trap or Die, I get high. I've been in love with marijuana since I can't even remember. Mary J. So it's just like some shit. Like I said in the last interview, like I've been that nigga since middle school, elementary, high school. We was the fly niggas. We was Tree. We was always on them. It was MaryFly, like MaryFly. That's me. Trap or Die.
For sure. Well, like I said, man, appreciate you sitting down with us. One more time, I'm gonna shout out Keezy and Indy Pot for letting us use the spot. Hopefully we'll be working again soon.
Shout out Foguap, Lil Cuzzo. He came up with the Trap or Die.
I mean,
that shit just was MaryFly, but I gotta say the Trap or Die. It's Tony D, MaryFly, Trap or Die. Get high, smoke dope till he cry. Y'all know this the flyest thing around. I'm giving you the okay.